Okay, what time is it? It is 25 past 6 on Monday, the 21st of July. I've got exams in 3.5 weeks. Today was probably my first somewhat actually productive day besides the gym. I'm struggling to record stuff because I kind of just run into a brick wall of no energy, even though I haven't particularly done anything. The only thing I have been consistent with, as I've said in all my other videos recently, is the gym. I have not skipped the gym in, I want to say like 2 months. It's really good. Alhamdulillah, it's the most I've ever managed. I weigh like 78 kg now, I think, which is the heaviest I've been, like by far. I was sat around 65 for a really long time, so this is pretty satisfying. I mean, you can tell some of it's fat, but I'll take it at this point. I think something I am concerned about, and something that always ends up happening to me, is have I left it too late to study? Because I've got 3.5 weeks and it kind of feels like, yeah, should have picked it up earlier. But on the plus side, I have got 3.5 weeks, so that is a lot of time. I also feel like I'm not studying enough. Like, today was a good day, right? I studied, like 5 hours, but at the same time I kind of feel like I need to pick it up because that's not going to be enough to go over everything in 3.5 weeks. And a lot of people talk about burnout, but I feel like maybe since it is only that short burst of time, I should be okay. Like, it's unlikely I'll get burnt out over such a short period of time. That's an interesting looking couple. I'm not going to comment on why. Never mind, I shouldn't have said that. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm chilling for another 10 minutes, and then I'm headed back to the library to do another hour in the books before I go home. It's weird, I'm in this park right now, and I just had this weird thought occur to me about how big this park would have seemed to me when I was a kid. I mean, it is a decently sized park, but where I grew up, there was this little, basically, patch of grass with this cherry blossom tree. And I used to think it was so huge because I was so small, and it took me some substantial, or at least noticeable amount of time to run around the whole thing. Now when I walk past it, I think, man, this thing's tiny. How did I ever think that this park was so big now that I'm older? And I come here and I didn't know about this park in my city until I was 15. I didn't come to it for the first time until I was halfway through 18. And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, man, if I was 5 years old here, this place would feel massive. I feel like there's some sort of meaning in that. I'm not particularly here mentally to extract it. But yeah. Have a look. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. I can't see what I'm showing you. I just think that I'm showing you, Alright. Yeah. That's where I'm at. I wish I had more for you guys, because I'm uploading this as it is right now just because I've filmed clips every single day. Believe me, I've filmed clips every single day, but I just don't have time to sit down and edit it all together. and I don't have the time to make it all into a sort of like cohesive recap, especially now with, well, I probably did have time since I was wasting it, but you know, theoretically speaking, I didn't have time, and I've not done it. And now if I'm putting my theoretical hours into practice, then I definitely don't have time. But yeah, it's weird. I've got clips for every single day, but they're mostly about the gym, to be honest, because that's all I've really been doing. But they are there. I just don't have time to put them together. So consider this your recap of the past week. I've been coming into the library at my local uni, not my actual uni, but that's not too far from me either. And been getting my books out and kind of just staring at them for a little bit until today, when I was kind of like, okay, if I don't start now, then like I'll fail. So I started. Going to the gym every single morning. I've been thinking all sorts of odd thoughts to keep me motivated. That's something I really want to explore, you know, the idea of positive thinking versus negative thinking, because I think negative thinking is really, really good fuel, but I know that it's probably not good for me long term. You know, what kind of gym motivation do people really have? Especially men. I think men have a very certain type of motivation in most cases. And it's usually along the same lines of thought, but being kind of bitter and angry and, you know, amped up. It's good, and that's what you need if you're lifting weights, but how is that affecting you mentally over a long period of time? Again, you know, I kind of want to link that back to the burnout thing, because people talk about this a lot with, oh, you know, you're going to get burnout from studying too much, or, you know, all that negative thinking is going to drag you down. Except I've not actually been doing it that long. It's like me saying, oh, I'm going to get burnout if I study 8 hours a day and then I only study for a week. It's like, you're not going to burn out from that. You'll be tired, but you're not burnt out. You've not been doing it long enough to be burnt out. So I wonder, with that negative thinking, it'll amp me up. I know it will. But surely if I just do it for a bit to get me to go to the gym, it's not going to have a long-term impact unless I never let it go. Like, if a year from now I'm still using that, then sure, okay, it's probably going to start affecting me and showing up in my thoughts and my day-to-day thinking patterns. But if I just do it for like the next couple months, just to really seal this habit, just to really seal in my motivation to go to the gym, then is it going to be that bad? Surely not. And those are just my thoughts. I don't know. I guess I feel a little bit, I don't feel naive, but maybe I am naive. Maybe someone older can correct me there. I don't know. Oh, good lighting. I should have done it from here from the start. Whoa. Alright. Okay, I gotta head back to the library. Alright. I'll try and upload on time next week. Maybe. Yeah. Alright. See you guys.